So I got to this child custody thing, and I just started getting creative about it, because it's like, well, what do I just don't know what to do. I don't trust her. Whether she's going to be good to me or not is unknown.
Christine hit the send button, and the internet lit up like a 4th of July skyline. In a single zap to her stories, she flashed the grainy photo of an early manuscript page, one she swears slipped out by accident.
Hard when you live it, and then when you get to see it and relive it again, it's very difficult emotionally. So right now, while the episodes are airing, it's all very raw again.
The snapshot was barely in focus, but the bolded phrase $100,000 in back support blazed clear enough to make jaws thud onto kitchen tables across America. Within minutes, insiders claim Cody was stomping through the Phoenix airport, phone clutched in a white-knuckled grip, barking at anyone who dared glance his way. Airport staff whisper. He kept muttering about controlling the narrative while frantically refreshing his social feeds, dreading each new ping like another dagger.
Well, it sort of deals with the unknown. I mean, like, you don't know what else you'll be able to do. Selling it now, would make it so we could pay off Coyote Pass, and then Janelle could actually build on it.
Rumor has it the offending paragraph was from Chapter 7, the part where Christine finally writes, in plain daylight, that Cody once warned he would take every cent she ever earned if she dragged him into a courtroom. That little line, insiders note, now reads like foreshadowing next to the leaked dollar figure. No official confirmation has surfaced, but fans screenshotting the story are convinced the number ties directly to the sealed Utah child support order that dropped last month. And because Christine yanked the post 30 minutes later, claiming publisher rules, the scramble to dissect every blurry pixel has only intensified.
Cody Brown admits he lied to Christine in order to split custody of their youngest daughter, Truly.
While Christine's supporters cheered, calling the post soft launch justice, Cody's loyalists howled about breach of confidentiality. One legal analyst on a late-night panel even suggested the leak could invite sanctions if a gag order exists. Yet off-camera producers allegedly smirked, telling friends this was free marketing gold for the memoir's launch. Meanwhile, social media detectives are already combing through Cody's past episodes, counting every time he swore he bought those kids' cars, as if that settled the score. If one photo causes this much chaos, imagine the blast radius, when Christine reads the entire chapter into a microphone next week. And that, best friend, is where the real storm clouds start to gather.
You and I have to actually have a child custody agreement in place, or the state takes her, essentially becomes the owner of her.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, it's stupid.
Because word on the grapevine says the next leak is not about money at all, but about a voicemail. Cody allegedly left after the court ruling, the one Christine saved just in case. Ready to hear what he said? Less than 24 hours after that accidental glimpse, Christine popped up again, this time in a studio booth. Headphones snug, manuscript splayed across a music stand like sacred text. A tech on site whispered that every so often she paused, tightened her grip on the pages, and breathed, "This next part might break the internet." Her publisher, a seasoned grand dame of tell-alls, reportedly insisted Christine record the audiobook herself to preserve, in her own voice, the tremor of lived experience. The schedule is punishing. 8-hour blocks, 5 days straight, all to ensure the finished product lands precisely on Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025. And because the leak rocketed pre-order numbers overnight, Barnes & Noble allegedly ordered a second print run before breakfast, the stakes just ballooned.
You take Truly and you go to Utah, the most polygamy-unfriendly state in the union. You get a boyfriend who wants some of our money. And between you, your boyfriend, and the state of Utah, I lose any access to Truly and all my money, because I've seen it happen to many, many people.
So that's your biggest fear?
Utah, a greedy boyfriend, a user, a greedy new husband, a user, okay?
Industry insiders say the memoir's most guarded chapters carry legal red flag footnotes flagging potential defamation risks. That alone has fueled speculation that Cody's meltdown in Phoenix was not merely about money, but about what else Christine might expose. One editor familiar with the draft claims there is an entire section comparing Cody's on-camera persona to his private rants, unedited transcripts producers never aired. Another says Christine explores how polygamy blurred the line between spiritual duty and emotional neglect, naming specific moments when Cody allegedly weaponized faith to silence dissent. None of this is confirmed, of course, but chatter swirls that lawyers are combing every adjective, balancing spicy revelation against libel landmines. Meanwhile, marketing mavens are plotting a 12-week slow drip campaign leading up to release, each week teasing a new breadcrumb, a line about Robin's spending here, a mention of Janelle's quiet fury there. The goal, they say, is to keep Kody perpetually reacting, his every public outburst serving as free publicity. One network source hints TLC cameras are already negotiating cameo rights for the book tour, betting that live footage of Christine signing copies while fans chant "Pay up, Kody" could spike ratings. If even half of these rumored chapters survive the lawyer's pen, Christine's chronicle might read less like a memoir and more like a guided tour through polygamy's darkest hallways. But remember, publishers love shock value, and nothing sells advance copies faster than the promise of withheld pages. Word is, the juiciest chapter remains under lock and key, shared only with a tiny circle sworn to secrecy. And rumor has it that elusive section contains a taped voicemail, one Kody left on the night the child support order became official, where his fury bled into threats he can never take back.
According to legal documents obtained by In Touch, Christine, 52, filed the lawsuit on Monday, September 16th, and asked the court to establish paternity of the teenager as Kody, 55, currently isn't on her birth certificate.
Curious what he allegedly said when he thought no one but Christine was listening? By dawn, the leak's aftershocks had migrated from Instagram to spreadsheet-wielding Reddit sleuths who loved nothing more than balancing a Brown family ledger. They pulled court fee schedules, Utah child support guidelines, and every televised boast Kody ever made about handling the cars. Then came the math. Using the state's standard formula, base income, parenting time credit, and medical offset, fans estimated Christine's share could crack $100,000 once 3 years of retroactive arrears were stacked on top. One accountant follower even posted a color-coded grid, month by month, interest tacked on like barnacles, the grand total swelling past 6 figures quicker than Kody can rev an ATV. Of course, none of this is officially confirmed. Christine herself keeps repeating, all will be revealed in September, but insiders allege the private mediation agreement locked in a lump sum starter payment, plus bi-weekly garnishments funneled straight from Kody's production checks. What really inflamed viewers was the line in that leaked page where Christine claims Kody dismissed her plea for surgery help, with the comment, "Used cars cost less than spines." Critics pounced, resurfacing footage of him gifting $2,000 clunkers to teens while dodging Isabel's hospital bill. In response, Kody's camp quietly floated a defense to a friendly blogger that the order actually acknowledges prior in-kind contributions. Yet legal analysts on local radio immediately shot that down, explaining Utah credits only documented cash or verifiable insurance payments, not secondhand sedans with questionable mileage. The result? Hashtags like #PayUpPapa trended for 12 straight hours, each meme more brutal than the last. And somewhere amid that digital firestorm, Kody was reportedly hustling through terminals, eyes darting for an outlet to charge both phone and ego. A fellow passenger swears he overheard frantic talk about liquidating Flagstaff toys if TLC refuses an advance. Was he bluffing, or has the garnishment clock already started ticking? The answer might lie in where he landed next, a Texas stop no one can quite explain, except for whispers of a last-minute loan meeting that either saved him or sank him deeper. Ready to follow him down to the Lone Star State? Turns out Kody's detour to Dallas was no casual layover.
Feels like just this major injustice that is being done to me.
Flight trackers place him on a late-night hop from Phoenix into Love Field, where, according to a tipster who swears she recognized the man bun from 2 rows back, he hustled straight to a curbside black SUV. No baggage claim, no fan selfies, just a tense phone call that ended with him snapping, "I need it wired before noon." Insiders whisper the meeting destination was an upscale office park in Addison, known for housing boutique private equity firms that float short-term cash to reality stars, scraping for quick liquidity. Rumor has it, Kody spent 2 hours pitching a bridge loan against future TLC earnings, dangling next season's fresh drama as collateral. The clock, sources note, is ticking. Utah's garnishment system can dip into bank accounts within 14 business days of a delinquent payment, and word on the street is his first bi-weekly draw lands in early July. Meanwhile, Robin allegedly burned up his phone with frantic voice messages after fans spotted her on a solo Target spree, cart piled high with shabby chic wall art, and yes, another porcelain baby doll cradle. One message leaked to a Sister Wives gossip page captures her half-whispered plea. Kody, the collectors called again. They want the balance cleared or they pull the dolls. No official receipts confirm any repossession threat, but commenters pounced. If Robin's collectibles start heading for the pawn shop, the optics alone could eviscerate whatever brand credibility the couple still has. By dawn, a grainy parking lot shot. Kody's shoulders slumped, clutching a manila envelope, popped up on Reddit with the caption, "Loan approved or denied. Place your bets." The envelope's contents remain a mystery, yet Christine's camp is already bracing for a counterpunch. Rumor has it her legal team expects Cody to file a motion to seal potentially defamatory memoir passages. If he succeeds, the juiciest chapter could vanish before publication, unless, of course, Christine releases that infamous voicemail first. And trust me, bestie, if the snippet circulating among producers is legit, the judge's dollar figure will look tame next to what Cody allegedly blurts out in rage. Curious what's supposedly on that tape and why lawyers are scrambling to bury it. Christine's leaked text might have knocked the wind out of Cody, but the manuscript's hidden audio annotations are poised to flatten him. According to a publishing insider sipping macchiatos on Manhattan's Upper West Side, every time Christine reached a passage that cut too close to the bone, she recorded a private voice memo, part therapy, part legal timestamp, spelling out exactly where the receipts live. One of those memos, allegedly labeled Cody's rage call, begins with her soft exhale and then the voicemail crackles to life. Cody's voice, hoarse, unmistakable, thunders. "You drag me into court for $100,000 and I will make sure nobody buys your sad little book." He pauses, breath hitching, then snarls. "Do not test me." The insider claims Christine's attorneys keep that file in an encrypted vault, ready to fast-track into evidence should Cody sue to muzzle Chapter 7. Legal pundits say the existence of such a recording could shift the memoir from mere storytelling into corroborated testimony, potentially shielding Christine under Utah's anti-SLAPP statutes if Cody files a defamation claim. Yet the bigger bomb, publishers whisper, is the marginal note Christine scrawled beside the voicemail transcript. "Good luck hiding your private equity loan when garnishments hit." That one sentence hints she knows exactly where Cody's new cash pipeline sits and how quickly the state can siphon it. Industry gossips believe the threat alone might force Cody to settle quietly because the last thing he wants is a courtroom digging through off-the-books advances or side deals with dollroom benefactors. And while the lawyers trade drafts, TLC's production team is licking its chops. Camera crews have allegedly been told to keep batteries hot for a real-time reaction shoot the moment any legal action drops. Picture Cody pacing his driveway, papers in hand, fury in full high definition. That is the clip producer's dream of looping in every mid-season promo. But will that voicemail ever make it past the red tape, or will Cody's lawyers bury the file before we hear the final threatening syllable? A week later, the courthouse in Lehigh quietly stamped the Brown file. Track 3, significant custody dispute. And that bureaucratic label packs more punch than any headline. In Utah, Track 3 cases are the messy ones. High conflict, often laced with claims of emotional abuse or financial stonewalling, so the state slaps on extra oversight. Sources embedded at the clerk's desk say the new order forces both parents into a mandatory parenting skills course and a 4-hour divorce finance workshop, the same curriculum once attended by Kevin Franke after his child support debacle. Translation: Cody, who once bragged that no judge could tell him how to father, must now sit through PowerPoints on co-parenting empathy, while an instructor explains wage garnishment in slow, painful detail. And speaking of garnishment, Utah's Office of Recovery Services moves fast. The moment a payer misses 2 consecutive deposits, the state can yank funds directly from paychecks, savings accounts, even investment dividends. Legal analysts say television talent fees are fair game, meaning TLC could be forced to route a chunk of Cody's episodic payout straight to Christine before he ever sniffs the cash. If he still falls behind, liens can attach to real property. Yes, that sprawling Flagstaff mansion with the oversized mortgage could sprout a bright red lien notice on the county recorder's site for every fan to screenshot. One bankruptcy attorney posits that under Utah law, interest on past due support compounds annually at 2% above prime, so a missed $10,000 installment balloons quickly, turning the figure into the financial equivalent of a snowball rolling down Coyote Pass. Word is, Cody tried to fight the parenting class mandate, arguing his decades of large family experience rendered it unnecessary. The judge, insiders claim, answered by sliding a brochure across the desk titled "For Fathers Who Feel Unfairly Targeted." Meanwhile, Christine breezed through her first session, joking in the hallway that she could teach this course in her sleep. Court staffers say her confidence rattled Cody more than the syllabus itself. He left clutching the workbook like a ticking bomb. But the real explosion may come when the first garnishment notice arrives by certified mail, because rumor has it the envelope bears not just a payment schedule, but an attachment threatening immediate lien placement if he misses the very first draw. Ready to see how Cody handles a deadline the state of Utah does not negotiate? If the courthouse paperwork rattled Cody, the family group chat positively detonated. Insiders whisper that as soon as word of the parenting class mandate hit, Janelle fired off a string of champagne glass emojis, followed by the line, "Guess you'll be learning what diapers really cost." Within minutes, Mary chimed in, not quite celebratory, more cautious, reminding everyone to stay kind. which only pushed Janelle to screenshot the state's lien warning and caption it, "Kindness is making him pay his share." Christine, ever the peacemaker in public, stayed mostly silent in the thread, but sources say a private message to Janelle read, "Let's focus on the kids. Truly's beaming today." And beaming she was. Rumor has it, David took Truly and Gwendolyn for milkshakes after the news, telling them, "This isn't about money, it's about fairness." That small gesture hit social media through a blurry cafe photo, instantly earning David a fresh wave of Stepdad of the Year comments. Yet the real emotional punch landed on Isabel. Friends close to the family claim she burst into tears of relief, whispering, "Maybe now he'll finally care." It's unverified, but the timing feels poetic. The same week garnishment gears grind to life, Isabel receives a letter approving additional therapy sessions. Sessions Christine had been covering alone since the spinal surgery saga. Meanwhile, Cody's older sons reportedly shot back a curt, "Told you this day would come," before muting the chat. The generational divide could not be clearer. The kids who grew up scraping for college fees now watch their fathers scramble to safeguard luxury toys. In Flagstaff, neighbors say Robin's blinds stayed shut for 48 hours straight. One spotted a donation truck idling by the curb, doll boxes discreetly loaded into the back. No one knows if she's decluttering or liquidating, but the symbolism is brutal. Dolls out, debts in. And as night fell, a single porch light clicked on. Cody pacing, phone pressed to his ear, silhouette jagged against the window. Word is Christine's attorneys just served him the formal wage withholding notice, and the first automatic draft hits in 14 days. Will Cody swallow his pride and pay, or does another last-minute scheme lurk in that shadowed hall? Stay close, because whispers suggest he's eyeing a loophole that could drag the entire clan back into court. Sunrise in Flagstaff brought fresh smoke to an already smoldering scene. According to a neighbor who double-checked her ring footage, Robin slid into the driveway at 6 sharp, parking her SUV nose first, as if blocking repo access, before hustling inside with a single battered banker's box. Sources claim the box held her private credit card statements, and the panic wasn't just over child support. Insiders whisper an accountant flagged more than $40,000 in boutique decor purchases, shabby chic chandeliers, velvet fainting couches, and yes, limited edition doll wardrobes. Charged in the very months Cody now owes back support. The optics are dire. While judges talk liens, Robin's receipts scream luxury. Stranger still, a Flagstaff consignment shop posted an Instagram story, deleting seconds later, a porcelain toddler doll with the caption "Celebrity Collection, DM for price." Fans grabbed screenshots, sure they'd spotted Robin's prized Luke Skywalker doll in miniature. No confirmation yet, but commentators flooded the shop's inbox until the account vanished. Rumor has it, Cody stormed into the cul-de-sac after that post, railing at Robin, in hushed but heated tones, something about selling family memories. Witnesses from 2 houses over say he waved a legal envelope, insisting he needed a lump sum by Friday, or risk the state freezing their joint account. Robin allegedly fired back. "Those are my assets," to which Cody snapped, "Then liquidate your assets." The exchange, if true, marks the first visible fracture in their once indivisible alliance. And here's the kicker. Lenders often slap higher interest on bridge loans if collateral bleeds value mid-deal. If Cody's dolls for cash scheme tanks, the interest spike alone could swallow half a season's TLC paycheck before he sees a dime. Hanging over every tense whisper is Christine's looming memoir launch. The more Robin offloads, the louder fans chant, "Guilt sale," turning every antique dresser into a symbol of desperation. And somewhere amid that spiraling optics nightmare, Christine continues recording, pausing only to sip tea and underline another incriminating line about doll room budgets eclipsing grocery bills. The question now, will Robin ditch her beloved porcelain army to save Cody's crumbling finances, or cling to them and watch the garnishments bite deeper? Just when Flagstaff thought it could not get messier, TLC's publicity engine roared awake. Network execs, insiders allege, convened an emergency Zoom labeled Operation Memoir Fallout, where marketing minds mapped a staggered drip of teaser clips. First, a trailer of Christine reading the infamous voicemail. Next, a mid-season super tease showing Cody's Dallas dash. Finally, unseen footage of Robin confronting a collections notice. Producers smell gold in every Meltdown beat, but lawyers hover off screen, red-penning disclaimers faster than editors can cut promos. And there's another twist. A big city morning show has booked Christine for early August, promising exclusive excerpts on live television, meaning passages Cody has not yet seen could burst into the public record in real time. Insiders whisper Cody's team is scouring contracts for a breach clause, praying they can stop her from reading paragraph after paragraph of allegations before millions. Meanwhile, Mary, ever the wild card, teased an upcoming livestream titled "Speaking My Truth." Rumor has it she'll address why she thinks Christine is stuck reveling in bitterness, a claim sure to splinter fan opinion and stoke algorithmic flame wars. With every family member weaponizing their platform, viewers feel trapped in a never-ending choose-your-fighter saga, binging each post like episodes of an unhinged spin-off. And while social feeds flare, the courthouse clock ticks. Insiders say the wage withholding order activates at midnight on July 1st. No grace period, no appeals left. If Cody's loan funds fail to clear before then, the state system dings his account automatically. Zero ceremony. One finance blogger predicts public access to the lien within 48 hours, just in time for July 4th barbecues, giving every gossip table fresh fireworks. Add Christine's morning show reveal plus Mary's brewing grievances, and you have a perfect storm: a $100,000 debt, a memoir-driven media blitz, and a fractured family hurling narratives like confetti. As one reality TV analyst mused, this isn't a season arc, it's a slow-motion implosion. But remember, bestie, with implosions come shockwaves, so the ripple effect might shake loose secrets even the manuscript left out. Because rumor has it, one of the older kids kept a diary, and networks are already sniffing around for rights. What happens if that new perspective confirms Christine's claims or contradicts them? So here we stand, coffee cups empty, nerves humming, waiting for midnight to strike and the first automatic draft to hit Cody's bank. Will cash land in Christine's account, proving her leaked line prophetic, or does Cody have one last Houdini move tucked in a dusty tax shelter? And if the money shows up, does that voicemail still see daylight, or will Christine frame it, unopened, as a reminder of battles won? Tell me, dear friend, do you think Cody Brown will pay on time, or will he risk liens, loans, and another public shaming to dodge that triple-digit bill? And bigger question, whose side of this wildfire are you most eager to read when the full memoir finally drops? Hit the comments, tap subscribe, and keep that notification bell glowing, because the next video on your screen is waiting. And trust me, you will not want to miss it.